There's the scarf.
When Natasha Peter touches the vibrant floral blooms in her designs, she thinks of her grandmother.
It's like putting part of my grandparents into my artwork.
But now the Yukon fashion designer also thinks about Ukraine.
Very sad what's going on over there.
She's one of many Indigenous people across the country sporting what they call a granny hanky or Kokum scarf in solidarity with Ukraine.
You're in my thoughts and prayers, Ukraine.
It began with this TikTok video highlighting the often forgotten connection between Indigenous Canadians and Ukrainians.
Because if you have a Kokum scarf, put it on, wear it.
It's a relationship that goes back more than 100 years. In the early 20th century, thousands of Ukrainians immigrated to Western Canada. Struggling to survive and facing persecution from the Canadian government, the settlers turned to their Indigenous neighbors.
Our people, the Indigenous people, would teach about the land and also take early Ukrainians on hunting trips.
As the relationship grew, so too did trade. The floral beadwork of the Cree, Ojibwe, and Dene traded for the vibrant blooming stitchwork in the scarves of Ukrainian grandmothers known as babushkas that have adorned the heads and necks of matriarchs for the last century.
When I see the granny hanky, it just represents the strength of the women in my family.
It's the same strength and resiliency designer Vashti Etzel now sees in Ukraine.
I think it's quite touching that, we Indigenous people are showing our support this way because there's that connection that we have with the Ukraine. It's our way of keeping them in our prayers during this very difficult time.
They just hope people in Ukraine are hearing their prayers and feeling their kinship through these beautiful scarves. Hillary Bird, CBC News, Yellowknife.